Alright, now most of you are probably wondering, hey, where happened to the 3 videos a week? Hey, listen, I'm posting this week, so you lucky. You lucky. Now, the reason you guys are only getting 1 video this week is because I've been struggling coming up with video ideas. So, at least you're getting the video. Let's be honest here, I'm not going to revert back to my old ways. I'm going to put out something every week, like I said. But anyway, yeah, like the video, because you probably not gonna enjoy it. I don't know what you like. You probably like this type of content if you're here. If you do like it, like the video, and if you don't like it, you can leave a dislike. Yeah, whatever. You guys probably clicked on this video and expected me to say something like, well, guys, after playing the Jump Force beta, I feel like it's going to be good, but not as good as Shinobi Striker. And if you expected me to say something like that, you're wrong. You got debated, fam. Me personally, I feel like Jump Force is about to be the best anime game since Naruto Ninja Storm 4, which is, in my opinion, the best anime game ever. Don't even try to argue with that, cause I'm right, you're wrong. Whatever other game you're thinking about right now, it's invalid. Now this video is going to be kind of like my Jump Force versus Xenoverse video, but I'm probably not going to get into too much on the details like I did in that video because I only got to play a beta of Jump Force. Remember, I'm comparing a beta to a full game. In the beta for Jump Force, they didn't let you create a character, but they did give you a nice sneak peek of what these created characters finna look like. Now, I feel like Jump Force is going to have the best character customization system ever. Honestly, the fact that it has character customization just blows my mind. But bro, there's about to be so many things you can do with your character to make him look clean. Honestly, man, I'm hyped. I'm hyped just to create my character. The combat and all, we'll get into the combat later. But yeah, I'm not even hyped for the combat, man. I'm just hyped to create just one of those beautiful looking characters. And the graphics on that game, man, they just look so good and so cool that when I create my cool looking character, man, I'm just saying, it's finna go hard. It's honestly crazy how cool the Jump Force graphics look, because I thought that the Shinobi Striker graphics look pretty cool. The color pencil manga graphics, those look pretty cool to me. But then Jump Force just shows up and it just craps all over that. That don't even look cool to me no more. Now, because I didn't actually get the created character, I can't really make much of a comparison. But I'm still going to, because then at the end of the day, if I don't make a comparison, then what's the point of this video? Okay, combat and maps. Now, you guys probably be surprised by this, but I feel like Shinobi Striker and Jump Force, when it comes to combat and maps, I feel like they are just equal. I can't really say which one is better. Now, when I say equal, I don't mean the same. I'm not trying to say their combat and maps are the exact same when I say equal. By equal, I mean they're just equally good. Because combat and Shinobi Striker is pretty fire, and from playing Jump Force, the combat is pretty fire. It could be better. And I'm finna talk about that right now, actually. Next audio clip. The only reason Jump Force isn't better with the combat and maps is because I'm kind of over fighting in boxed areas. After playing Xenoverse and Shinobi Striker and just completely loving Xenoverse because I don't like Shinobi Striker that much, it's just it kind of, I guess you could say Xenoverse is in the box area, but it's just oh, you have room to breathe and fly around, but in Jump Force you won't have room to breathe that much because you'll have some room, but not some Xenoverse room. But in Shinobi Striker, you have an open area. Well, it's kind of still boxed in, but it's it's an open map. Of course it's going to be boxed in. They just can't make infinite space. That's not what I'm expecting either. But in Shinobi Striker, because it's a strategy game, you have room to breathe and to plan your next attack. And you guys are probably oh, but that's only because it's a strategy game. Well, you don't have to be a strategy game to give the players room to breathe in battles. Now, by all means, I'm not saying I hate being in contained areas, because Naruto Ninja Storm 4 is literally just contained areas, but I prefer just fighting out in the open because it's just cooler. It gives you that anime feel of making plans and fights and all that. But hey, it's not a strategy game, so I can't really, whatever. And most of you, like I said earlier, probably be thinking, well, it's not a strategy game. It's not supposed to have open area. Well, if you guys don't know, there's a game called J-Star Victory Versus, and it's basically the prequel of Jump Force. and the game did really good. It didn't look cool. And it's old, but like, you can literally be walking around the Hidden Leaf Village, destroying buildings while you fight. And like the whole Hidden Leaf Village, by the way, like some Naruto Shinobi Strikers type stuff, like just the whole Hidden Leaf Village, be destroying buildings while you fight. I don't know why I repeated myself, but okay. Yeah, and you could just do that, and it's like in the battle, it's not a strategy game. It's just like I like that better than being in a contained area. And even though Jump Force fighting looks cool, it's pretty repetitive. And like J-Star Victory Versus was kind of better, not only because it was just open maps, like it was just like, Luffy's combos on J-Star Victory Versus are way cooler than they are on Jump Force. But hey, we didn't even get the full Luffy yet. Like I said, it's a beta, so I can't make too much of a comparison. But off of the topic of J-Star Victory Versus, because there are still many features of Jump Force that still blow J-Star Victory Versus out of the water, and like they haven't even released a full game yet. So yeah, the reason I think Jump Force and Shinobi Striker are equal when it comes to combat and maps is because Shinobi Striker has strategy in battles, which is something I love. That's probably the only thing I love about the game. And Jump Force just looks cool as crap. I don't know too much about strategy because I didn't get to play Jump Force online. Feels bad, man, but it just looks cool. Like it looks cooler than any anime game I've seen thus far. Now the transformations in Jump Force are so clean, I just had to put them in like a whole different segment. Like these couldn't even go in the combat and maps. Now if you watch my Shinobi Striker versus Xenoverse video, you know exactly how I feel about Shinobi Striker transformations. They're just trash. Like you don't even have to go watch the video. I'm not even gonna say, oh, go watch the video if you want to hear my opinion. No, they're just trash. I don't want to waste your time like that. And the Jump Force transformations, like I didn't get to play with any of them, but they look way cooler than the Shinobi Striker transformations. It's not even the fact that Shinobi Striker transformations don't look cool, it's just the fact that they just have random nerfs. Like Sage Mode, during Sage Mode you cannot use any jutsu, but during A-Gates you can use jutsu, but A-Gates was made for a person who can't use jutsu. So you can use jutsu at A-Gates, which was made for somebody who can't even use jutsu. Well, it wasn't really made for him, but you get what I'm talking about. In Sage Mode, you can use jutsu. I've seen people in anime in Sage Mode use jutsu, but you can't use jutsu when you're in a transformation, which is retarded. But hey, the game is retarded, so let's continue. But yeah, as I was saying, the transformations of Jump Force look Fugo. But in Jump Force, I'm gonna eventually get tired of going Super Saiyan Blue with Goku or Seiya 6-path mode with Naruto. So the question is, will you get the transformations on your custom characters? Okay, so based on what I've seen in Jump Force and my predictions on how good Jump Force is gonna be, I would rate it a 9.5 out of 10. But if you can't put the transformations on your custom characters, then that's automatically going to go down to a 6.5 out of 10. Now, if they do let you put transformations on your custom-made character, I feel like they should add all the transformations in the game, but they should be strict with it. One thing I hated about Shinobi Striker was that you could have anything you wanted. It was like to a certain extent, because oh, you have to have this for range type, this for heal type, but you can just have anything you want, and you just have to apply it to your range type character. I didn't like that about it, because in the anime, not everybody was able to equip the Sharingan. It would have been cooler if they made it like, oh, when you create your character, you have to decide if you're a Uchiha, and if you're a new Uchiha, you can acquire the Sharingan. But if you're not, there's no reason you should just be able to, oh, one day I want to have the Sharingan, and the next day I'm going to take it off. No. So basically what I'm saying, alright, let's say in Jump Force you create a character. I don't know if they're going to add this, but if you want to make let's say you make a Saiyan, then you should be able to go Super Saiyan, and probably some other transformations that will go with a Saiyan. But if you make a normal human, then you should be able to have Devil Fruit powers. I don't know how far they would go with Devil Fruit powers. Maybe they'll just make it where you equip the moves, which I think wouldn't be cool, but I wouldn't mind it either. But I don't think they should just, I think they should add all the transformations, but you shouldn't just be able to have anything you wanted, because in Shinobi Striker, it was kind of annoying that everybody had access to the Reaper Death Seal, and everybody had access to Kamui. I don't think everybody should have access to those moves, so I feel like they should be more strict with that in Jump Force, because I just wanted to be more anime-like. The point of anime games is to give you a feel like you're an anime, but like if you're in anime, they're not handing out powers. Like, no, you gotta work for it somehow. So I mean, I just think they should be more strict with what you can have and put limits on it. But yeah, Jump Force is going to be amazing. And at this point, out of all the stuff they're announcing, Midoriya, Asta, all of them cool dudes, you know, they would have to try to make this game back. Like, they would legitimately have to just say, you know what, screw it. They would have to sit in, bro, it would take them more time to try to make the game bad than it took them to make the game. Like, I'm so dead serious. Like, bro, to ruin that game, like, you would have to do it live. But hey, I could be wrong, because I felt the same way about Shinobi Striker. So yeah.